I don't know.
I'm gonna say classic. Pictures to the left, where yours is in the center.
Yeah, if you know what, I'm gonna walk us through both. So it's funny, I have a presentation that I was just gonna walk us through, but I figured that that's not gonna be applicable to everybody. So I'm going to create a page along with you, and I'll do it both the classic way and the new way.
Can
So
you
that we
keep
can
it?
appease everybody.
It seems to
Adonis?
default.
That's it.
Are you taping this?
Yes.
Awesome.
It seems to default to the new page, and then there's a button in the left-hand margin that says you can switch to the classic way for 48 hours. But
Yes.
can you keep it that way, or only that 48
No,
hours?
they want you to use their new version, but they're giving people the option to kind of toggle back and forth. I guess for people to kind of get used to it, because it does, you know, like anything, it takes some getting used to.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
So, Christine, am I looking at the new version of yours or the classic?
That's a great question. Hold on, let me get this kind of.
Because my picture of myself is off to the left corner. Yours is in the center.
I know. So I've toggled mine back and forth so much today that I think that's a great question. No, this is the newer version. So here's my, okay, here's my, no, that's, yeah, let me go to my fake page. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So this is, you can switch to the classic Facebook for 48 hours. So I think I'm going to start with the easiest one. So everybody, I'm going to go to we're on my Facebook page, but I want you guys to be on your Facebook page. Is everybody on your Facebook page?
I have a question.
Yes.
Good morning. Patty Scott here. I'm showing that my personal is now mixed up with my business. Is there a separation?
There's definitely a separation, okay? So you have to start with your personal page to create a business page.
Okay, that's where I'm at. All right, that's what
Okay. So is everybody on the same page on their Facebook personal page?
Yes.
Okay. Now, literally, you just go up to this plus sign. And again, if you're in a different version, you're going to have to wait until I get through this version because you might not be seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. So you hit create.
Okay.
Okay. And then you go down to page.
Got it.
But the new version's super easy, okay? You're on create a page. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get everybody smaller here. Okay, so we're on create a page here. I'm gonna put you all down there that way. The first thing you're gonna do is put in your page name. Literally, I use my name, Christine Olemic, Realtor. So I'm gonna create this as you guys are creating as well. And I want this to be interactive, so please feel free to ask any questions as we go, because probably everybody else has the same question that you're gonna have. So after you do your page name, you're going to go down to category and start typing, and it will autofill real estate agent. And you're going to click on that. And then literally you go to your description. This is going to be 2 to 3 sentences. You know, I'm a local real estate agent and I service all of Fairfield County. Or, you know,
Hi, how are you?
or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
And
I spoke to the agent.
You can change. I'm sorry, does somebody have a question? after your description is done, you're gonna hit create page. But don't worry, it's not gonna be live yet. It won't be live until you make it live. But you hit the blue button on the bottom and you say create page. And my computer, it's taking a little while. Okay, now it just told me that my page was created. And now what we want to do is upload pictures here. So you're going to upload a headshot here and a cover picture here. Is everybody following me? Okay, great. So you see right here, it's prompting me to add a profile picture. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to add my headshot from my list. Here we go. I'm going to use that one. And that's going to be my picture, which will populate in the space that it is supposed to. And then I'm going to choose a cover photo. And for me, I'm going to choose one of my listings. You can choose, you can borrow a listing from anybody. You can certainly get free images on Pixabay, on Flickr. You could do an image of Fairfield County or an image that you want to reflect, obviously, real estate wise.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So these are, oh, it actually came out nice. These are my two pictures that I just put on my page. Can everybody see that?
Yeah, nice.
Christine, does that have to be a certain size?
It does. Adonis sent the sizing to you. Let me see if I could just pull that up real quickly. That was in my presentation, which again, I kind of put to the wayside. But try whatever image you have. It will tell you if it's not the right size, if it doesn't work.
I think it's supposed to be a 340 by 340.
Yeah, I can pull it up for you in 1 second.
If you use Canva, they also have, you can like
Yes.
make a like you can drop any picture into it and make the template.
Absolutely. So let's see, it is supposed to be,
Like, Christian, I cannot find my personal page. How can I get my personal page?
I'm sorry?
My personal page, you said?
We're doing business pages?
Right. So how can I get there? I'm a little bit late. Sorry about that.
Oh, no. Okay, so you go to your personal page
Yeah.
and you hit this plus button right there.
Uh-huh.
And then you're gonna see it says create and then click create page.
Okay, got you. Thanks.
And then it will get you over to a business page,
Okay.
okay? So now everybody else who's on here, hold on, I'm gonna move y'all over here. Has everybody picked their cover picture and their profile picture?
At the profile, I'm still looking on the cover.
Okay, take your time, everybody. For everybody else who has put up both their pictures, now we're gonna create a post. So a couple places for just free posts to do is you could go to realtor.com and you can do, and you'll see they'll have in the news, they'll have latest trends, they'll have celebrity homes. So let me go to realtor.com, and it's a great resource for free posts. So is KCM. So right here, I'm going to go to News and Insights. And you can go right here to, let's see, 4 ways to make your new home a smart home. You click on that, you copy the link, you go back to your Facebook page and hit create post. which mine now isn't working for some reason. Let's see, I've got too many things up here.
Where did you find your photo? I love that
So
shot.
that's a listing of mine.
Oh, beautiful listing.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I'll pick my photo from my house then. Okay, photos. Choose from photos. Photo.
And after you picked your pictures, you have to hit save for it to save over there. That's the one thing I forgot because I was. Okay. So now you can see my page looks like this. Okay. I'm going to create a post here. And I'm just going to use that link that I used from realtor.com. I'm going to type this or just paste it in. Now, what you want to do is you want to type in your title. I'm going to put here smart home tips. As you can see, it already auto-populated. Once you see the image and I type in my title, you then want to get rid of that link. It's still linked, but it just doesn't look professional. So now I'm going to hit post. And there you go. My first post has been done. Okay. You also want to do kind of a welcome to my page post. You know, I'm Christine Olenek. I'm a real estate agent in Fairfield County, Connecticut. Thank you for, viewing my page. Please like it and come back for more information. I'll be posting daily. Something like that, just so people, it's a great welcome. Then you're going to start inviting people. So as you can see here, it auto-populates your friends. So it auto-populated my brother and my sister and Angus and some of my other friends. You can see all your friends. I'm not going to go through here, but you can select all if you want, or you can individually invite them. But you want to start inviting them, as quickly as possible so people can start seeing your page. And treat this page kind of as a website. This is where you're going to put your listings. It's where you're going to put your open houses, where you're going to put videos, but also it's going to be where you put information, like I said, from realtor.com or from KCM or anything that's happening locally in the news.
Can you do MLS listing links into this?
Absolutely.
Can you show how to do that?
For your MLS listing link, yes.
That'd be very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't use somebody else. You can't, it's got to be your listing.
Because I'm doing open houses and I wanted to prop them in.
I don't think it'll work unless it's your listing. But
Okay.
you can certainly use, the pictures and you can use the description and say, contact me for more information because you want them to contact you as well.
All right, so I just kind of have to make up my own little quip for the open houses I'm doing for other brokers.
Absolutely.
Okay, helpful. Thank you.
And remember, when you're at that open house, do videos, post it on your Facebook page, your business page.
Good idea. Okay.
Yep. Okay, everybody's very quiet. There must be more questions.
Yes, I have one.
Please.
When you dropped in the article from realtor.com,
Yeah.
the link that I captured was so long. Can you go back and show me how to delete the link?
Absolutely. So let me show you all again how I did that. Okay. Because you don't want that link. So let me do this again. And I'm sorry, I had to close out of that because my computer's slow and I've got a son who's also Zooming. So let me do another one for you. So let's see. How about something relevant here? 3 small spaces to help maximize whatever. Here's the link up here. I'm going to highlight the link. You highlight the entire thing. You hit copy. Now I've got to X out of it just because my computer is so slow. I'm going to go back here and create a post. I'm going to put that link in. I'm going to paste that link, give it a minute or two, or, you know, a couple seconds. It auto-populated because you see the image there. So that link has linked to your post. But then you want to get rid of the link because the link it just doesn't look pretty and it doesn't look affordable. I mean, professional, I was reading the thing. So I'm going to get rid of it and then type in my own, let's see, affordable, I forgot what it was called, but affordable space tips. Just for now, that's what I'm going to put. Okay. So the link is gone, but it's still, the story is still there. I'm going to hit post. And there it is. It posted there. You can click on it and it'll take you right to the source, whatever source you used. Okay. And then from any of your posts, as you can see, you can share, you can comment, you can like, and you can boost. But that's for another class. Did that help, Stephen?
Oh, yes, very much. Thank you, Christine.
Sure. And then also just as a little side tip, that's also a great post that you could use on Twitter and you can use on LinkedIn. You could do the same thing. Just an easy way to get your name out there for free and let people know that you're in real estate.
I had a question. I've been using Command.
Yes.
I'm a new agent and I have my Facebook business up. I started playing around with Command in the campaigns and scheduling some posts. I've been able to get it to post the scheduled post that is just an image I've chosen with text above it. But when I've
Yes.
chosen the videos that they offer, like the kind of like letting them know about the app and giving neighborhood statistics, when I schedule for that to post, it won't post.
I think that's a Command issue, though not a Facebook issue.
Okay. I didn't
Happy
know
to
if it
talk
was
to you
in
about
the
it after the
settings.
Zoom is
That's
done.
fine. Okay.
Okay. But great question.
Thanks.
But that might be just a Command thing. But again, I can walk
Okay.
you through that at the end. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I just didn't know if it was a Facebook settings, something that maybe, so
I don't
thank you.
know.
No
Yeah, I'm
problem.
not sure. Great.
Please, Christine, I have a
Question.
question. So
Great.
whoever I have a friends
Yes.
in my personal account, only those people can see this post.
Well, nobody's seeing it right now because you haven't invited them. So you have to invite people. You can to see it. You also, that's a great question. You can put this, so another little tip is you can promote your page on your personal page. Like say, please check out my Facebook page. They don't have to be a friend of yours. If you make this public, anybody can see it. But nobody right now knows it exists. So you have to invite friends and promote it. So you can do a story about it, or you can, on LinkedIn or on Twitter, you could say, please check out my new business page. You can put it in your, signature if you want. Everybody, please check out my business page. So you have to promote it to get people to it, but it is public for anybody to see.
Okay.
Hi, Carlos.
Christine,
yeah.
I
don't know what's going on.
hello. I have a
Yes.
question. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Who's ever singing?
I have a business page before, and I couldn't find it. Do you know how can I find my old business page?
You don't know how, wait, you have a business page, but you can't find it?
Yeah, because I didn't really use Facebook at all. So I remember I have a both my personal page and my business page, but I couldn't find my business page anymore.
Okay, so great question. Why don't I show you right here? So you're gonna go up to your little toggle, your name up there. So I just went home and I'm gonna go right over here to the home icon, and then it's gonna show all your pages. If I'm going too quickly, let me know, but you'll see I'm in pages over here. I'm gonna click on that, and here are all my pages.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so this is my real page over here, and just to show you guys, you also can get a video if you wanted to for your, so I have a cover, instead of just an image, I have actually a video, which you guys could also do as well. But I'm gonna go back to my, this is kind of just the one I was using that I just created for this purpose. Okay, so that's how you go back and forth between them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I just lost my other page, but that's
Christine?
okay. Yep,
How did you do to put the, what did you use to put the video on your?
I actually had it made.
Sorry?
It's super simple. I used Fiverr. It was like $5, literally, and they did it.
Oh, okay.
Somebody brought up Canva before. I'll go back to that if you want to see it. Canva, I'm sure that they can do this too. I literally just, I gave them the image of me. They used, I think I used 2 stock images, and they created that for me. And literally they did it in like 5 minutes, and it was $5.
Okay, looks great.
Thank you.
Wait, who was that did that? What's it called? Or can
So
you
it's
put in?
called Fiverr, Fiverr. And they can do anything from logos to videos like this to, you know, any kind of illustrations that you need. They can even do some virtual staging if you want. Typically use Box Brownie, but they do all sorts of things like this. All right, does anybody else have any questions? What can I help you guys with? Just another thing, because somebody brought up Command. If you're on your business page and you're doing promotions through Command, I can show you, I just did a recent promotion and it tells me I have 51 new leads. I'm behind on my leads, clearly, but it shows me right here. I click on this.
Where'd you click?
On leads.
Oh, great.
And then from my last ad, it shows you all your leads. And this ad was an ad that I created through Command. So when you're on Command and you want to do an ad, you can't do an ad unless you have a business page to do an ad to. Okay, and then for events over here as well, if I have a an open house, oftentimes I'll do an event for it and invite people, because Facebook will promote an event more than just a regular post. So I did an event for an open house that I did on 4 Spicer Court, and it reached 807 people, even though I only got one response, but it reached that many people because it was an event.
Is it virtual
Find
open
leads.
house or a real open house?
I'm sorry?
A real open house or virtual open house?
No, that was a real open house. So like I was saying, you want to think of this as a mini website. This is where you want people to go to find out more about you, to find out about your listings, to kind of just find out, you know, what you're doing real estate wise. It's a place to offer information, buyer's guides, seller guides, tips. This is really what, you know, you want, where you want your business post to be. On your personal page, you really want to try to keep that personal, but with drips of some of your business as well. I do, I do open house tours on my personal page because I just have met more people who are on my personal page, but I don't do it often because Facebook will ban you.
You have this, your business page linked to a business Instagram by any chance?
Yes. So when you have my Instagram page is a business page. And when you post anything on your Instagram page from a business page, you can have it go right to your Facebook business page as well. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, because both analytics from Instagram and from Facebook, you'll get more views if it's a natural post and not a secondhand post.
Okay, so you get a better experience if you do them same post, just
Exactly.
separately.
And it could be the same exact wording, the
Yep.
same pictures and everything.
Okay.
You could go from Instagram to Facebook. You can't go from Facebook to Instagram.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Kristen,
And I
can you say,
encourage everybody to have an Instagram page, if not a business page as well. I'm happy to do a class on that as well.
Yeah, that
Can
would
you
be
re-
great.
Happy to. We'll just have Adonna set that up.
Kristen, can you repeat what you said about what not to do otherwise or not to do often? Because otherwise you'll get banned. I missed that.
Oh, so on your personal page, you do not want to put all your business stuff on your personal page.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it should be at least 80% personal, 20% business.
Right.
So Christian, how can I?
Did you go over creating a username in the setup?
Sure. Great question. So at username, that's a great question. This is the new format. So I just hit create username. I'm going to put in, because I already have a page, I'm just going to make up a silly one. I'm just going to use my initial CFO Realtor, because I'm going to cancel this page right after I do this because I already have a page. So, all right.
Where is the create page username? Where is it?
Okay, let me go back. So you'll see right here, right under my name. Sorry, guys. I need to go back to my other page. Let me go to that page that I was working on. Oh God, I lost it. Okay, I'll go back to this one. Okay, so you'll see right here, this was my, just kind of practice page, but you'll see right here, it says create username. I'm gonna click on that.
I don't have that. Interesting.
Okay, you must be on the other version, which I'm happy to do after we finish this version.
Okay.
But you'll see right here, username. So just, put in anything you want.
Whole fucking setup.
What did you say?
Oh, sorry.
And Christine, what should the username represent? Like, what do you want it to
That's my whole
capture?
setup.
Your name, honestly. I mean, unless you have, unless you're, ABC team, you want it to be your name, like Christine Olenek Realtor, or, Lydia's Real Estate. It's something that reflects you and that you're a real estate agent.
I
Thank
know
you.
how to do that, Christian.
What did you say?
I said, I know how to do it. Don't worry about it. I know, like, basically go to edit page information. You can change username over there.
Yeah, perfect. And everybody, just so you know, and they may have changed this, but their old rules were your username, whatever you do, you have 2 weeks to keep that. If you want to change your mind and change your username, they don't let you after 2 weeks. Again, I'll have to look that up. That may have changed with their new site, but those were the rules about 2 weeks ago.
How to delete the old posting?
How to delete?
Yeah.
You want to delete a post?
Yeah, because it's too silly. I need to delete that.
I'll show you here. See right here, this little thing? The 3 dots?
Where is the one? Oh, under,
That's why.
I don't have that.
You just hit delete post if you want to delete post, or you can edit post. You can pin it to the top of the page.
Okay.
But if you wanted to delete post, you just hit that right there and it will delete your post.
Okay, thanks.
Okay?
God, I still have that.
Pin it to the top means it moves it up.
Yes, so it will be the first post everybody sees when they go to your page. So that could be a welcome post. I'm just going to show you guys another page that I have where I have it on the very top. Here we go. So this is a group I created and it's called the Future Homeowners Group. So you'll see here, this post, I pinned it to the top. So it's the first post everybody sees when they go to the page because it describes what the page is about.
Interesting.
And just to let, this is actually a group page. It's not a business page, but you know, if anybody needs help walking through a group page or creating another page, I can certainly help you do that as well.
Christine, where can I find whoever visited my page?
Let me go back to my business page and I can show you. You know, you can only, you can see who obviously, you know, let's see, I just did this one. So 9 people reached. It's not going to tell you exactly who it reached, but it will tell you that it reached 9 people. Unless they comment on it, you're not really going to know. I mean, I just know that in the last week I reached 2,132 people, but it's not going to tell me who those people are.
Okay. And
then it can tell you, I mean, if you want to know how many people liked your page, I'm sure there's a way to figure that out.
So Christine, is that 2,100 just views, people who saw that post? Is that what that means?
No, I posted a lot this week. So it's from the week, from everything that I've posted.
Okay.
Christian, I think my version is very different than your version.
Yeah, so like I said, I will go back to the old version for you.
But can I create a new version actually? Don't use the old version anymore?
No, so let me show everybody right here. Do you see this? It says if you'd like, you can switch to the classic for 48 hours to manage your page. I'm going to click on that now so people can see what the other version looks like. So I'm going to switch now, and this will help anybody who has that older version. Okay, this is the old version. Hold on one second, I've got to let my dog out. Go, puppy. No, Leo. Get back in here. Come on, buddy. All right, so this is the older version. Who has this version?
I do.
Great.
I think I do too.
Okay. So for anybody who has this version, let's talk about the questions you have.
Well, I would like to switch to the new one.
Yeah, me too.
Well, let's see. Could be up here. Okay, did you see where I am? This little triangle? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. And then you go down
Yeah.
here and it says switch to new Facebook. If I click on that, it'll switch me back.
I don't have that. That's interesting.
Huh. That is interesting.
Got it.
Stephen,
Thank
do you
you.
have that?
I do. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, great. So there you go. That'll switch you on over. For all of you who have that, that's how you do that. While we're on this one though, this old version, I want to help anybody who has questions on this old version. And in this old version, as well as the new version, you want to make sure that you set up like services. It just, tells people kind of what your service, add a service. So I have like seller's consultation, buyer's consultation, things like that. You want to make sure that you set that up.
So Christian, I'm not sure what's going on, but I don't have anything like you mentioned here. But I think what I can do, I can create a new page, right? Delete.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Another thing is, under here, the page I'm here now, when I click, like say my posting, there's a 3 dot there. I click it, there's nothing delete. There's edit or pin to top, and there's no delete.
Okay. After this call, I'll help you with that. I don't know why there wouldn't be, but I'll help you with that.
Okay, great, thanks.
I do have a question.
Old version, this is where you find your pages.
Christine, is the classic version the old version? Is the classic version?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up a little bit.
Is the classic version the old version?
I can't hear you.
Is the classic version the old version is the question.
Yes.
I do have a question, and it's old version, new version, I think. Is there a secret to doing virtual open houses? I have never done one and would love to do it, but the process, I don't know, do you just post the video?
Yeah, so see this little live button right here?
Yep.
When you're on your iPhone, you click that live version and literally you go live. Or okay, so you get a lot more views if you go live and do it that way. And what you want to do is kind of click that, a couple minutes before you go live, and you want to type in a description, open house here at, 4 Spicer Court today in Westport, Connecticut. Let it auto populate some viewers and some people who are online for you. And then you go live and you literally just walk through the house and do a virtual open house. You also could, tape yourself walking through, just video yourself and then post it that way. But you're going to get more viewers if you go live.
But less stress.
Yes, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't go live for a long time. But also remember, when you go live and when your face isn't in it and you're just walking through the home, you really can't screw up. And even if you do, I just kind of laugh and people laugh, and it does not have to be perfect.
Christine, can you show us how to go live on the new version? Facebook?
Sure, let me toggle over. Everybody good? Does anybody have more questions on this version before I switch? All right, I'm switching over.
Then just another quick question while you're doing
Yes.
that. So
Yeah.
if you have already posted your open house that you're going to attend, if you went live, would you just add it to that post, the next day or 2 days later? Or create a whole new
No,
one?
if you're going live, it'll go live right then.
Right,
And
but if I've posted my open house 3 days before, please come, see our open house.
Yes.
Do I is there any way to put this live video on that post, or should I just create another live, just, going live?
You could do both.
Okay.
Stephen, here's the live.
Right, thank you.
Sure.
So once the live video, let's see, if I made one live video and after I switched off, so that live video other people can see later?
Yep, absolutely.
Live.
Yep.
Okay. So it's like a voice message.
Yes.
Chrissy, can I see your, under the manage page, the home manage shop? Can I see your option? I was missing one option in mine. Yeah, can you, no, can you just scroll down your options?
Huh, hold on. Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, I wanted you to do, but I thought I saw one option which is I'm not able to find here. That is that was feed views maybe. Do you have something like views?
I don't know. Maybe if I go here. Is there anything in here that you wanted to see?
It looks like everything same. Center page quality.
Yeah, everybody, if you're on this, the new version, your pages should look very similar to this.
Okay.
And you guys can also create an adding command, saying to people, come please look at my new Facebook page. And then again, you'll be able to see, again, this is a mock page, but you would be able to see your leads once, they came in. I can't show you obviously on this one because I don't have any. But I showed you on my other page where those leads were.
Yeah. Do you know how much it cost if we promote, the page?
It's up to you. I don't spend a lot of money. Maybe, $30 a week for an open house or, for promoting my page.
Okay. And if you boost that your page, then it will be only for 1 week, and then those people won't be able to see your page again.
Well, sure, they can see your page again.
They can visit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a public page.
How do you toggle from your Facebook to your business Facebook? I don't see how I'm toggling back and forth to those two sites. I'm confused about that. I'm sorry. Do you mean you want to go back to the classic? No, I want to go back to, I'm in my home page, but now I want to toggle over to the business page. And I don't
Okay,
see-
so I'm in my business page right here, but up here, this is my personal page. So I'm going to click on that.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I'm in my personal page, now I'm going to go over to this home. This home.
Got it.
And then it'll give me a menu over here. And here's my friends, and here are my pages. So I'm going to go to pages, and then here are all my pages. And then, because I've made so many mock ones, but here's my real Facebook business page.
Yeah, I'm getting so much more information than that. All right. I have to clean some things out then, I guess.
Hey, Christine.
Yes.
So what I did was I took my business page and I made it in the employment section. So when you go to your profile, it's already there and you can just click on it. You don't have to go to that left menu.
Oh, interesting. That's great to know.
Yeah.
So let me go back to mine. And what did you do to do that?
So, you know how you have your intro over here, Realtor Keller Williams? I just added another job that said Realtor at Margaret Kozlark Real Estate with the link. So they could just click on it to go to my business page.
Very smart. That's a great tip.
It wasn't me. I have an IT.
About over here, everybody.
But yeah.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I was just saying where Christine over here under her intro, she says she's a Realtor at Keller Williams. And if you hover Christine over Keller Williams, see how there's you can make another job for yourself and just have it concurrent and have it as your link to your business page.
Love that. So what you would do, and also everybody, while I'm here, you should also make sure that like all this is connected. So you would edit details and add a workplace.
Exactly.
So I would add a workplace right here. I'm not going to fill all this out right now, but at least you guys know where you would go. And then I could hit save.
I'm not even seeing intro. Where is,
Oh, I got the intro, but
I'm sorry. This is, where do I-
No, let's go back. So I'm back at my home page.
oh, your personal, or this is your,
page.
So this is, I'm in my personal page.
okay.
Okay. So if you're not seeing this the way it looks right now, let me go back to the old. I don't know if it's gonna let me go back again, but it might. Yeah, it's not gonna let me go back to my old one.
I found it though. I found it.
You did? Okay.
Going through my homepage and then scrolling down, it says, I mean, I guess you could add info about, or the intro about yourself on your personal page, or then go to your business page and do it there.
Right.
Assuming, yeah, let me see. Okay, thank you.
Okay. That was a great little tip. Thank you. Whoever gave me that tip.
So I went to my personal page, and when I hover there, it's taking me to the Keller Williams Realty Inc. So should I edit that?
Well, or you just add
Edit
a new one, or you can edit that.
Okay.
I just clicked on that. I didn't mean to do that. So do you want me to walk you through that again?
Okay.
It's just in this intro, and you're gonna hit edit details, and you're gonna add a new work, which I can do. So I'm gonna, let me delete that one. So let's do a new one. I am gonna add, so I'm just putting down my, and I just added a new one so I can share that.
You said share that link from the business page to here. Is that how to get that link? Just copy the link to.
So you get the link, hold on, let me go back. To get your link for your business page, again, you're just gonna copy the URL. I didn't link it because again, I was using a mock one. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. Here is my business page link. Just highlight it and copy, and then you can put that in.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So, oh my God, it went to it. It went.
How did you get the intro, your information to the left side of the screen? Mine is coming up under my feed.
I don't know. That's just how mine came up. That's a great question. I didn't do anything to change that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Oops.
And you put the link in description or position?
Yeah, I'm not having a good time doing that. I'm trying to figure that out. Who was the one who told us to put in a new job? Was that Margaret?
It was Margaret. Yeah, now I got to go to my page and figure out.
I know, right? That's what I'm trying to do too. Let me try this again. No, I keep pressing the wrong thing. Because there's got to be an easy way to do this. So.
I will say full disclosure, my boyfriend's an IT guy and he helped me with this, so I can go back and find out.
Well, that's good to know.
So don't feel, okay, you know what, I think I found it. Okay, so when you put in the workplace, I just put the link for my Facebook page there, my business page, position in town, and then I saved it. So I didn't write the company name, I put the link. Try that.
Got it. There we go. Okay. Let's see if that works. No.
Christine, if you start typing out the name of your page, it should pop up.
All right.
And then it'll let you select it.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
You can also, I think it was in position, because depending on what you want to say before that, link that you have, like, I don't know, like I have pages that say like Stanford, real estate, let's say. And if you want to say like search in that, that field where it says your position, if you want to put in that field something like, search all homes in Connecticut, if you had that kind of link, and so that link, it would say it there, search all homes in Connecticut, and then, whatever your name of your page is, that's how it shows up. So you don't think you have to just put realtor or CEO or a position. You can actually make it so that it, it kind of draws people's attention, make it clickable.
Right, and that's awesome. I'm gonna hit share now, right now. So that's gonna, just for all you guys knowing, that's gonna now show up on my feed on my personal page, although I'm gonna delete it because I don't want it on it, but just a way for you guys to share with everybody what you're doing, and your business page, you can have that option, but I'm gonna delete it because I don't need to do that right now. But that was great to know. So let me go back to my personal page, and now you'll see it right there in my intro. It's now right there. And like you said, I can now click on it. That was great. Thank you, Margaret.
No problem.
It is not letting me do that. If I'm putting that link in company, it's saying it's not a valid company name.
Okay, so somebody just said, which was great, when you add the work,
it also might be if you're
so many times that it's now kicking me out. Try to type in whatever your name is or whatever your page name is, and it should auto-populate.
Okay.
Hey, Christine, while you're there, can we talk about those add buttons right at the top, just at the very top of your screen there? So I have mine like send email, but I don't know if there's a way to say like contact me. Are they able to be edited?
Okay, add buttons. Let's click it and see here. So why don't we make it easy for people to follow your page? Let's click that. There you go. A button has been added to your page.
Cool, thank you.
Also, this is a good place to get reviews. You get us, you know, some of your clients to review you. It will show up there. I'll go to my other. So you can see this is my real page. Again, you could check out reviews, and this is where people have reviewed me.
And Christine, how do you request that from them? Like would you send them something or?
Great question. I think that there is a link to send them, but I haven't asked in a while, but that's a really good question. Let's see, let me view as a visitor. So this is what it looks like if you're visiting my page. I'm sure that there probably is. Let me look into that. How would reviews?
Under shared
I'm
feedback.
gonna look into that and I'll let you know. What'd you say, Stephen?
If you go back to that, there was under have feedback about your business reviews experience. No, never mind. That's not it.
Yeah, I think that was for Facebook.
Correct.
Christine, I have a question about the difference between people who like your page and then, because you can see everybody who's liked your page, and I see a lot of people, and then I go down to people who follow this page and there's nobody. So I think I'm missing a step here.
Let's see.
That's under people and other pages. I'm on my business page. And
Okay, so people.
I'm on settings.
You're on settings. Is this a brand new page that you just set up?
No, that's why I'm upset. I wish I could say yes, but no. So I went to settings and just scrolled down under general page info messaging, you know, down. I have a list of things on the left-hand side, and I went to people and other pages, and it's where you can see people who like my page. And that's where you can remove them if you want to ban somebody.
Interesting.
But then when I went, there's a little drop down, and when I went from people who like to people who follow, there's nobody. And I'm, you know, so I don't know, I'm missing a step here. You know, do you invite people to follow your page differently than you invite people to like your page?
No, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I'm trying to figure out where you are.
Oh, let me see. So,
share your screen.
So if you go up, I'm on overview. No, gee, how did I get there?
So I found my followers. Are you here or am I in a different spot?
Yeah, no, I'm in settings. And how did I get to settings? I went to my business page and I am, it says Lee Properties, which is my business page, up in the search bar.
Yeah.
And then I see my, you know, my name on my personal page, then it says home, create, but right below that, there's a bar that says edit page info and settings, kind of more toward the right-hand side. And so I'm in settings, and it says things like diversity info, page rules, advanced messaging, notifications, event ticketing, and things like that. And then there's a people and other pages. So it'll tell you the pages who like your page as well as the pages who follow your page. And obviously no one is following my page. So
interesting.
consulting work.
Okay, so when you're on your, let me try to figure this out for you.
Lisa, did you have followers before and they just disappeared, or likes before?
No, I have all the likes. I have, you know, a couple hundred people like my page, but I never checked to see whether they were following my page. So
it's a great question.
Hey, Ying, mute yourself.
Thank you, Stephen.
And Christine, can you help us understand the difference between likes and followers? Like, should we be going more for one versus the other, or are they still going to see your posts whether they like or follow you?
They're still going to see your posts. And, you know, back when business pages were created, it was this big thing about getting likes. You just want people to see your page, and you certainly want people to follow your page. There's not really a big difference between them. I mean, yeah, so my followers are 532 and my likes are 527. And so they should be consistent. I mean, that makes sense. And I can't figure out why that other woman's, why it doesn't look like that.
Lisa, yeah.
And can you show us where you
Lisa,
got
yeah.
this data from?
I'm sorry?
Where did you get this data from? Where did you see this page you're on?
So I'm right here on my page insights. So let me go back, and so I can show you. Home, I went to my page, to my live page, and then I went to insights.
Okay, thank you. Got it. Oh, perfect.
And here are all the insights. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, I just did that same thing you did. I went to home, I went to my page, and I'm seeing a completely different, when I did that, it immediately goes to edit page info, settings, and help, and
okay, I'm gonna toggle and see if maybe it's just the different. Are you in the other, I can't remember now which is classic and which isn't. Okay, now I just went back to classic. Just like, are you seeing something that looks like this?
Yeah, so see up right above, right here is settings. Right above your.
Yes, okay, so you're in the classic, you're in the older version, just to let you know.
So I should.
So I'm going to go to settings on mine. Okay, so this is what you're seeing.
Yes. So see down people and other pages. Right behind, right, like in the middle on the left, in the middle of your screen.
People and other pages.
So you have all those people who like that page. And then if you go up right above where it says people who like this page, and then you do the drop down. Yep, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 5.
Oh, well,
So
now I don't feel so bad.
yeah, I mean, so.
But you want people to follow, right? I mean, that's.
Well, you want them to follow in, yeah. But if they've liked it, they're automatically following it.
That's what's so strange.
I know. So it kind of seems like this is old data that you know, it just doesn't seem, but it's a great question.
Well, I'm going to go to a different view, you know, the new view, because it does give me an option to do that. So
maybe you'll all of a sudden find friends.
Yeah, maybe I'll have new friends over in the new view.
But I'm going to find out, I'm going to look into it.
Okay.
Interesting question. I'm glad that you brought that up. And also I'll get back to you on how to get reviews. So I'm sure there's a link that you can send, which is right here. So I'll put that on my Facebook business page so everybody can see that. And I'll also, on my business page, put fix the likes versus the followers so that you guys can see that as well. Great questions, though. Anybody else have any questions?
I didn't get, how did you go there? Where did you find that review us on Facebook?
I just Googled it.
Okay.
I literally Googled how to get reviews on Facebook.
Okay.
Hey, Christine,
Yep.
I just posted my realtor article, and
yes,
I've already gotten a response, and they they said to me, tag your business page in your post, help people find it. So what does that mean?
So let's go so I can show you. I'm having a tough time here. I'm going to go back to the other version. Just give me 1 second. So you're on the new version as well, right, Stephen?
That's correct. Yes, correct.
So let's create a post. So it's going to, I'm going to do something super simple, like follow my new page. And I should be able to just tag myself, I'm hoping. Christine Finch, O-L-E-Y. I think no, so it only did my personal. I'm spelling my name wrong. That is weird. Huh. Oh, you know what? Let me try it a different way. Let me, how about this? Copy and paste your username up there, create post, follow my new page. I am going to then put in, there we go. And I can hit post.
And that was on your personal page or on your?
No, I did this on my business page, but let's do it on, I can totally do it on our, let's do it on. So I'm going to go to my personal page now, and I'm going to say, please follow and like me on my new business page with the link. Gotta copy that link, let it populate, then get rid of the link. And then I'm going to hit post. Here you go, Leo. There you go.
So you public your post, you public your page on your personal FB.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is a great idea because, you know, it just gives you more, you can also invite your friends individually, but this, I've got a lot more people on my personal page than on my business page, but
yeah.
You know, it's great to let people know about it.
Okay, one question, on your page, you did that,
the least you can.
And I just got a like on it. Wait, what did you say?
You just did, before that, you post one review about the FB. What is the reason you did that? It's just a post?
It just was a post because somebody had asked me how to get reviews.
Okay.
So I posted them on my business page so that you guys can go to my business page and see how to get reviews. And then also after the call, I'll Google, likes versus followers and the difference in how to grow both of them, or if they're even important anymore, which I'm sure they are, but which is more important and how you grow them.
So you can just post any kind of information on your business page.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, you want it to be businessy, but.
Yeah, right. I mean, if you have any open house or something, then you can post your open houses. But if you don't have anything, you can just keep posting some new information.
Yes. So as you can see here, I just used, so this post was from Keeping Current Matters, which is KCM. They have tons of free content that you can do daily. So daily, I try to post something, simple home improvements to germ-proof your home. That was from realtor.com. Oh, this is from some crazy magazine, but they always have some funny real estate posts. This was in Greenwich. This was actually in the Wall Street Journal, and it was all about sanity friends, but it was a good friend of mine who was in the Wall Street Journal who designed one of them. So I posted that the other day. This is, how to do, projects that buyers will fall in love with. Again, I didn't do any of these. I copied the
URL and you post there.
Exactly. This one I did do, but I only do that like once a week. But again, these were all from other sources.
And each post, when you post, then you have to invite people?
Nope. So I don't invite people anymore because I've kind of invited all my people. But I just continue to post just to keep,
and these
relevant. But like something like this, preparing for home improvement. This one I did do. So I took this picture. I created this on Canva and I put this in my Facebook stories. And I said, head on over to my Facebook business page. I tagged myself in it to read this post.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I get people to my page.
Can you repeat that, Christine? So you didn't do a link, you just did a photo, like a picture of your post to get people over there?
So I did, yep. So let me do this right now. Let me take a, let me show you how I did this. So I'm gonna try to do this from here. I do most of my stuff typically on my phone, but let's see if I could do it from here. Okay, that's saved. So I am gonna go to my personal page and then I'm going to, sorry. I need to go here. And I'm going to create a story right here. I'm going to click on that. I am going to create a photo story. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to find that Facebook image that I had here. I'm going to open that. Here it is right here. I'm going to add text. I'm going to say, okay. Let's see. Whoops. Add text. Head on over to my Facebook business page to read the article. I don't know if it's going to let me from here. But it might. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's populating my, but I could just put my name anyway because they can follow it that way. Head on over to my Facebook business page. Oh God, I'm not going to redo this whole thing, but you can see that's there. Now I'm just going to post it and then I'm going to delete it immediately, but I'm going to share that to story. like I said, 99.9% of the time I do it from my phone, and it makes it much easier. And you can tag yourself because I do it all the time when I do it from my phone. But here we go. I'll share the story. It will auto-populate right here. It should soon. Sorry, my computer's super slow. That was yesterday's. That was, again, you know, I tagged somebody else's business because she was in the Wall Street Journal. And then here's today's post. Head on over to my Facebook page to read the article. I don't have any viewers yet, and I'm going to delete it now. But that's another way to, and do that on, I've got to delete that because I've got people, it's misspelled. Delete, there we go. So if you have Instagram, go to your Instagram and do the same thing. Head on over to, you know, my business page, do it on LinkedIn, just share it that way and you'll start getting people who will follow it.
Cool. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Christine, can I ask you a question about reviews?
Sure.
For your Facebook page? Like I'm not seeing, I see a spot on my page where it says reviews, but I can't edit, you know, to say invite people or what does it do? I mean, I don't see how you get people to review you, but I mean, my question is more, so I'm doing, you know, Google reviews, Zillow reviews. That's where I, you know, send out links to my people when I ask them for reviews. Is this something like I can just copy paste, you think? Or is that another link I'm going to be sending people, you know, to add?
You know, that's a great question. I haven't asked somebody to do it in a long time on my Facebook page. I think that they can just go, well, let's check it out. What is your Facebook page? What's your name?
Does it have to be, it's Jacqueline Naudet. Does it have to be a business page or can it be your personal page?
It has to be a business page.
It has to be a business page. Okay, Stanford, Connecticut.
Is that the name of your
Stanford
page?
CT Homes for Sale.
Stanford CT Homes for Sale. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna like your page.
Yeah.
You've got another like. Then over here, it's reviews. So hopefully if I click on that, you don't have any reviews yet.
No, because I didn't even realize that you could do that actually.
Okay. Do you recommend? Yes, I do. And I highly recommend. How do I spell your first name?
Jacqueline, Jacquue.
Jacquue.
Line.
And Stanford.
Highly recommend me.
Make sure you fix your typos because once you post it, she can't delete it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know. Exactly.
Thank you.
There you go. Post.
Yay. Okay, so I guess I cannot, it doesn't look like you can copy and paste any others that you've had, I guess, right?
I'm not sure that you can.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they're pretty strict about that kind of stuff.
So we'll also
You can certainly tell people to go on over. It was easy as that.
Okay.
Anything else anybody has questions about?
This has been really helpful.
Oh, good.
I'm really looking forward to the Instagram one because, you know, I have an Instagram business account and I've never done anything on it, but I'm active on Facebook. So it'll be very helpful as well.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because I spend a lot of time on both and I have totally different audiences. So it's good to do both. And again, you can use the same content, but just get a bigger audience.
So how do you send the review link to someone? Can you?
tell them to go to you send them your page. If you,
Okay, the page link and then they can review.
exactly.
Okay.
Any other questions?
This is really helpful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for being on. I appreciate it.
Love it. Thank you very much.
It was great, Christine. Very good.
This is fantastic. Thank you
Good,
so
Thank you
much.
so much.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. And Adonis, whenever you wanna, whenever, you know, I'm happy to do a Instagram too.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you. We'll definitely connect.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate your time.
And guys, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to, you know, answer anything.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so
All right,
much.
Thank you, guys.